Hi everybody, Varangian Gamer here, and this is CK3. Thanks for joining me. I've been away for a week, and I've been trying to put or trying to resolve the issues that I've had with the sound and the crackling and the static. I've not really got to the bottom of it, other than the fact that I kind of have to think that it's the cable that connects the microphone to the computer. When I examined it closely, it's bent slightly, not a lot, but it's certainly bent. And so I tried a couple of other cables that I had spare knocking about. None of them worked. Then I kind of looked it up and thought apparently there's a difference between it's a USB mini, and I think it might be a B. I can't remember now. But I think some of those are specifically designed for just charging up devices. So they were in a drawer. They'd probably come from an old, I don't know, old phone, an old camera, or something like that. So I actually went out and bought a one that was specific. That it didn't just charge; it did transfer data as well. None of them worked with the microphone at all, and I wonder whether the microphone itself, the socket, is damaged slightly. I've not had it long, but it's not brand new. It worked fine when I first got it. I wonder whether I didn't notice the bend in the cable from the start, so I feel that might have been me that's done that. The microphone does swivel on its stand a little bit, and I don't know, that could be me, and I wonder whether it's just damaged. So now that's the only one that seems to work. I'm a bit bemused how it seems to be fine for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes, and then it starts going crackly. I did a test recording on a completely different game altogether, and I let the recording run for an hour. I was talking to myself occasionally, and it was all right. It was all right all the way through. It was over an hour long, so it was fine on that one. I honestly don't know what's going to happen here. As I say, it tends to happen after half an hour. So what I'm thinking I might do is I might try to speed these up, these recordings up a little bit, or what do I mean? Shorten these episodes back down to 30, but do them a lot more regularly. So this evening I'm going to see, I'm going to record maybe, well, certainly at least 2, 3, if I have the time, maybe 4 even, and publish these out over the next couple of days, and see what happens. See whether it does kick in, whether it kicks in earlier than the half an hour that I'm going to try and aim for, or whether it seems to be okay. And then in the meantime, just keep doing some more tests. The way that I've got it, I've been very careful as to how I've placed the microphone, how I've placed the cable in it. I'm trying to keep away from the cable. I'm trying to keep the dog away from the cable, because he's quite likely to come and lay down on the bit that dangles off the table, just to try and keep that as still as possible. And who knows? So yeah, so sorry it's been a while that I've been away. Sorry that these kind of started off short, got a bit longer. Yeah, I've just realised as I'm saying that, I think I started off as quite short, so maybe this problem's always been there, and it was only when I started recording episodes that were more like 45 minutes long that I noticed that there was an issue. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, so having rambled for now nearly 5 minutes, let's get going if I'm keeping these quite short. So Yeah, so one of them. Well, we've got an heir. We don't know what we can't remember what she looks like, but that's probably good. She's now behind a mask anyway, and she's betrothed to the young king. He's 4 years old, of Denmark. So we're in for some inheritance at some point in the future if everybody survives, which yeah, that's not a guarantee. Sigfrid's now 61, but his health is fine. He's got lots of positive modifiers there to his health. The other thing that was constantly plaguing me was getting these levies up. Yeah, they kind of always hover around the 2000, which I don't know, maybe that feels about right for the amount of land I've got, and I know buildings make a difference. So I don't know if the anomaly is this 7,000 and I'm never going to get there, and this is actually roughly correct. I should have 2,000, or whether, you know, I should have 7,000, but I don't know why it doesn't. It never seems to increase. I will admit, yeah, at times I go to war, and so they get they take a bit of a beating, but we'll see. Let's unpause and then see if we need to. Oh, we are in debt, aren't we? I can't remember what happened there. So we could create some titles if we get some gold. So we don't want to be going to a war for a while. Yeah, I think I started building a bailey in Derby, and then I got hit with various events within the court, I believe. Witchery and salvation. See what you've done there. What commotion is this? A crowd led by the baying voice of Alfrida is circling some unfortunate soul. Pushing through, I finally discover Skuld, defiantly defending herself, even as Alfrida's voice rings out even louder. Skuld's the heir. Alfrida's a guest. It probably is not going to go well for you, Alfrida. And furthermore, the moment you stepped outside to gather your plants for your so-called craft, the cursed famine fever started ravaging our lands. You are clearly the cause, you miserable doxy. Skull jabs a finger and fires back as the crowd mutters angrily. This is quickly getting out of hand. Okay, so Alfred here. Oh God, Alfred here is blaming Skuld. She would gain the trait which. Let's think this all. Yeah, Sigfrid is definitely the voice of reason in the realm at the moment. We'd lose some legitimacy, but yeah, if you had more wrathful type traits, you know, enough cease your baseless accusations might be the one that we'd go down. But yeah, I think this is probably Siegfried's choice of outcome here. He is the diplomat after all. Let's think this through, shall we? We convinced the crowd, which is excellent. I feel that Skuld may well be a witch, however, secretly hiding that. And we've got a diplomacy perk. I don't think we've got this one yet, have we? We would gain patriarch, stress loss, close family opinion, house opinion. We shall do that. And then we may carry on down, finish this, and potentially look at maybe a different lifestyle trait, perhaps. We are now back into positive gold, which is excellent. We have an event at the court. Distrust of friendship. I feel a sharp twinge of jealousy in my chest as I look over to the source of laughter. It's a feeling known to me, yet unlike me to feel this way. I know I ought to be thankful that our guest Halla appears to get along well with Auslag, but there is something in how the two interact that worries me. Their smiles are of the kind that lifelong friends or devoted lovers share. They unabashedly act as they are the only ones in the room, blithely leaving me out of the conversations. Just what is their relationship, and should I do something about it? Halla is a guest. Our slag is my daughter. I must put a stop to whatever is budding between them. Or I should encourage their bond to ensure that visit goes well. The two might become best friends and more than that. Whatever their relationship might be, I'll stay out of it. Or Halla is no longer welcome in my court. Again, I feel he's, I was going to say quite diplomatic, but he's also I've got the gregarious trait as well, I believe. Yeah, so gregariousness, maybe, encourage the bond. The spike of interest in each other peters out to how it was before. Not that it matters if it went the other way. It's all okay. Greetings, my benevolent liege. I have arrived in Bamborg to pay homage to you. I hope my pledge of submission alone is in evidence of my honour. Serve me well. Factions have disbanded. We've got a ransom. Why not? The gold certainly helps. Okay, there was. Yes, comments. I can pick I thought I could pick a patron. Determine a personal deity. That's it. Let's put that on because I've completely forgotten about that throughout this entire playthrough. Whoops. Oh my life. Need to get my glasses on. Right. So we could choose the devotee of Odin, intrigue and piety for dread, devotee of Ulla, martial and movement speed, devotee of Thor, stewardship and prowess, or the devotee of Freya. It definitely feels. Has this been a peaceful rule? I'm not too sure it has, actually. I mean, there's not one that a diplomat. It jumps out as a diplomatic one to go for. I think we'll go for devotee of Ulla, hunter, warrior, and agent of Uli. So, deciding on a deity. The gods are many and inscrutable. Yet I cannot say that there are not some who hold a level of special appeal for me. Were I to dedicate myself openly to the express worship of primarily one such deity, I would doubtless draw like-minded souls to my side. Whatever the blessings my patron provides, being with similar Asturians can only bring me health, wealth, and glory. Yes, we'll go for Ulla, hunter, warrior, agent of glory. Okay, so yes, thank you in the comments for reminding me about that. I don't know how I managed to forget. People are coming now to, seriously pay homage to me, but they don't seem to bring. What was that? That's not what it was it? Or was it? This is the thing about when I'm trying to speed things up, I misread. So apologies, whatever that one was. It's gone. The bored berserker. Behold, I am Valtorfer, the ruinous. Bring me tankards of ale, women, and marzipan. Okay. That's not what I was expecting the third one to be. Lest you dare tempt my wrath. The man screamed at the gathered crowd. Evidently this massive warrior is bored. and looking to start trouble. Perhaps his rage will be put to better use in my ranks. Is there no one that dares face me? Cowards! What I wouldn't give for a good brawl. No one calls me a coward, you pretentious ogre. That's a prowess, and my prowess is significantly less than his. I'll bring you plenty of marzipan if you join my ranks. Was marzipan a thing in the 10th century? I don't know. He would join my court. We're going on a raid soon. Why don't you join as my champion? There's the diplomat, and seems like that would be a good one. Guards, stop that man. So yeah, we're going on a raid soon. Don't know whether we are or not. But why don't you join as my champion? He's joined. Let's have another quick pause just to see where we are with truces. We've got a truce with Powys. So therefore, I presume we don't have a truce with Gwynedd. Oh yes, we could, but we could only go for the duchy. How far away are we from Exalted amongst men? 2,000 or so. Well, this was never going to be the leader that was extremely martial oriented. I stumble upon my steward Earl Bragi crouching beside my dog Ghost, vigorously scratching his stomach. This dog of yours is quite the charmer. He is a good boy. My steward already liked me. He now likes me a little bit more. Shall we increase the speed a little more in the worry that I will miss something important? Let's just hit pause. So, Auslag can now marry the chiefdom of Selsvig. There we go. Excellent. Task finished. He finished increased counter control. What have we got? Counter control. We need that improving in Aledis or Leeds. Let's get him on that. It shouldn't take long. Only 8 months. Love over yonder. Even if I am far away from my wife, Queen Aelof, our hearts are as one. If I remind her of my feelings, it might be the worried smile that I adore. It might bring the worried smile that I adore to her face. I will compose a poem that captures my feelings for her. She already knows what she means to me. Did I get the trait poet? I did. I thought I did. So yeah. Of course we would write a poem. King Sigfrid, my dear sweetness, the poem you sent me lit up my day and my desire for you. The knowledge you are thinking of me as well is the only thing that makes it bearable. Oh, Aelof, I miss you so. She's, over yonder, somewhere across the North Sea, over in Denmark. Or, yes, it is Denmark. It has formed. Yes. So we could hold court again. I'm going to hold off on that this time because I need this gold so I can create titles. I can create already the Duchy of Deherbeth. No, I can't. I thought because it was green and the other one wasn't, I could do it, but no, I can't quite. I need a few more months before I can do that. Okay. can appoint a successor. There we go. We can also restore some more accolades, create some more accolades. We're invited to a hunt. Okay, King Aethelwulf of England. Greetings, King Sigfrid of the Danelaw. I have heard good things about you, and I am interested in starting a written conversation. I hope that this letter finds you willing, for I am awaiting your swift reply. Of course, the diplomat would do so. Oh, we don't need to really make any choices just yet. Do we start exchanging letters? We will. And the task was finished. Let's hit pause. To the perceptive King Sigfrid of the Danelaw, thank you for your swift response. I am looking forward to our correspondence. Please, I implore you, pick something for the subject, the first subject. Etiquette, or the blessings of family, or I send a gift. I'm not going to send him a gift. He's greedy and ambitious. He's a torturer, hunter, flexible leader. Well, I'm not too sure either of these go particularly well, but let's go with, please tell me about the blessings of a family. Yes, that was the West Riding, now under control. What do we want our marshal to do? Train commanders. This is creeping up slowly. Oh, so it went quite well. To the perceptive King Sigfrid, to think that you would ask about a subject so dear to me. You truly know me better than most. It was a guess. Since you have indulged me so, I must ask, is there anything I can do for you? Ooh. I don't know if I've ever got this option before. My only wish is to continue exchanging letters, and that would increase his opinion. It's a learning challenge. 40% roughly, we'd get 300 diplomacy lifestyle, 60%. Okay. Perhaps we could arrange a deal. The Earldom of Bernicia grades a trade deal, so that's more gold for 5 years. And now that I've indulged your wish to talk, I will attempt to convince that he owes me. So this is a diplomatic challenge, which I'm the diplomat. I've got a high chance of succeeding, but I would gain 60 stress, and it's critical because I'm compassionate and honest. I mean, I am already at stress level 1, so perhaps we should arrange a trade deal. Who doesn't like more gold? Oh, yeah, and speaking of gold, we can create the title. So let's do so. And that increases our income slightly, but now we do hold too many. So yes, we need to give this Jarldom to somebody. Let's just quickly zoom in and see who we've got down here. Catholic and Welsh. A Sartru and a Danelander. Certainly the favourite, I believe. So we will grant you the Jarldom of de Herbeth. That should make you like me even more. And now we will wait and see if we can get the Kingdom of Wales. Okay. We can restore, can we? First among office bearers can be reinstated. I wonder whether we just start creative. First of the rear guard. First of the rear guard. Oh. Let's try that again. Create the accolade. No successor. A powerful vassal. The one that we've just given the... yeah, Lord Grimir can become our Chancellor. The old one wasn't too bad, but yeah. I think we'll keep that on domestic affairs. What alliances can we get? I think we've got plenty, and these are nothing. Fantastic. My heir is in line to inherit the Northman army. Ah, now then, I'm guessing. Did she get deposed from her holdings over there? Now she commands the Northman army. Interesting. So we are coming up to, well, we're past 26 minutes on this one, so I'm wondering, another nice 105 gold there. Fantastic. Ghost has run away. I feel like Ghost always runs away. He'll come back. He'll come back. He always comes back. I will be patient. Eventually Ghost comes trotting back, pretending nothing wrong. What does he clutch? Oh, 2 bits of gold. What a clever dog. And what have we got? A promising new recruit called Hrodbert. Hrodbert. He's not too bad. He can serve me. And before we get any more messages up, let's try to keep these as short as I promised and bring this one to a close. So, you know, not a huge amount happened. I remembered about the personal deities eventually. And he got a little bit older. He's now ailing. I think he was 61. So did 3 years pass? Well, they passed so quickly. Okay, yeah, we'll draw this one to a close. So yeah, thanks for bearing with me. A lot of rambly stuff at the beginning, technical rubbish and nonsense. If you did enjoy, please give me a like and subscribe. That really helps me decide whether I want to invest in a new microphone at some point, and or maybe even start learning how to do a bit more editing, so I could perhaps record. Well, I can't really record longer because that tends to be when the microphone all goes staticky, but I'm thinking about maybe editing some shorter ones together. Who knows? Thanks again. Look after yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Cheers!